Are you? I am coming on today to do a Santa hat out of a Dollar Tree witch hat that we're going to transform and make look beautiful. So I'm just going to pull up the live. So give me a moment. Just come on in. Say hello. Tell me where you're from. What's going on? Why is my computer not working? What is the problem? Let's see. Let's try that. It's saying that I have no internet connection. But, hey Fern, how are you? Oh, there we go. Now, I can pull it up. Let's see if I can pull up the live. Why is it not letting me? Let's see. Go to my channel. There we go. Found it. So today is a comfortable day. I know a lot of people are off today. It's Veterans Day. Happy Veterans to everyone who has served this country, and I thank you for your service. I appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without all the men and women that fight for this country, and I thank you for that. Okay. Hey, Mary, how are you? Hey, Diane. Hey, April. Hey, Maureen. So come on in. We're going to do, let me see if I can pull this up. No, I can't. I don't know why that won't let me. All right. So, let's get started. So, I'm doing a Dollar Tree Santa hat. I have a little show coming up at the end of this week for a local restaurant here. And I want to make some of these. I have some of the candy canes, which I did last week with you guys. Whoopsie daisy. And while I get started, let me pull out my Pro Bow, because we're going to have to make a bow. I'm going to do a bow at the top of the hat. So move this over here. Move this over here. So we are all prepared. Okay. So, hey Joe, how are you from the UK? Well, welcome. Come on in. So everyone knows these hats, right, that you get at the Dollar Tree, right? So you can repurpose them and make them a cuter witch hat during Halloween. You can make them a little scarecrow hat for fall. And you can also make them, you can make them any kind of hat. You can make them the Santa hat that we're doing today. It has a lot of uses. You can also use it for like a cornucopia. Just turn it around. Doesn't it look like the cornucopia shape? Could do something fun like that. So I save these. I don't get rid of those. Because you can use these in centerpieces, in wreaths. I repurpose almost everything I use. There's not much that I do throw away. Hey Judy, how are you? So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing my video, I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, you know what? I should share it too. So why don't we all just share it right now? I'm going to share it. Let's see if I can share it there. Why? Something's going wrong. I don't know why it's not letting me share. See an error. I don't know if it's an internet problem. I don't know. But I can't worry about that now. We'll just move ahead. Okay. Hey Trudy, how are you, girl? So I'm sure you've seen a lot of people make these Santa hats. They've been all over the internet. So I just wanted to show my version of it. It's simple. We're going to use Dollar Tree mesh. And we're going to use, I believe I'm going to use Costco ribbon for this, or Sam's, to keep it along lines of the inexpensive route. Hey Vicky, how are you from Arkansas? Come on in. I hope everyone's having a great Monday, a happy Veterans Day. I know all teachers and banks are closed. Post office is closed, right? Everyone's well-deserved holiday. How was everyone's weekend? Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that, hon. All right. So, I know mesh can be very expensive, and I heard the UK it's very expensive. All right. So, I just want to be mindful of keeping this string out, because that's going to be our hanger. And if I do forget, I'll just add a pipe cleaner as my hanger. So first off, I want to make the bow that's going to sit right here. Okay? So we're going to use the Pro Bow, the hand. Let's get some fingers out. And we're going to work on the B row. Okay? I think the B row would be good. We're going to make a nice full bow. Hey, Maureen. Hey, Catherine. School was open today. Really? Where do you live, Maureen, that school was open today? Wow. Schools are all closed here in New York. So I'm just going to move this over here out of my way. I'm going to grab some wire. And let's grab some ribbon. Here's some Costco and some Sam's ribbon. Is there anything else I want to use that I see? Nope, I think that's good for now. Whoops. What's this one? Okay. So these are some of the ribbons that we're going to use. Okay, let's change channel. I always watch TV in my clubhouse. I always need sound or something, or a picture to look at. All right, there we go. So I'm watching QVC. Since there's no sports on, because I'm a huge sports fan, huge Yankee fan, and we all know baseball is over, and there's no football today, I'm going to have QVC on. All right. So let's get comfortable. All right. Cool, rainy weather here in Arkansas. Good day to watch. Awesome, Vicky. Come on in. I'm sorry that it's raining. It's sunny here. Really? In Texas? All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. Hey, Maureen, in Chicago. Oh, okay. Arkansas schools are open. Really? I can't get over that. Wow. So it's not like a national holiday all over the country? So surprised. Never knew that. Okay, I need my wire clippers. And they're right here. So today's a relaxing day, as you can tell with the hair and the clothes. I'm in comfy, casual, pull my hair back kind of mode. I love these days. I love just relaxing, creating in my clubhouse, and this is all I have to worry about today. Is making my Santa hat. Well, that's not true. I have to get dinner on. So, all right. So let's make a cute little bow to start off with. Let's get that there. Okay. Just trying to figure out. We'll start here. Let's start here with these two. So I'm just going to grab 2 ribbons, bring them together. They're on my spool holder. We're going to dovetail the front edge of them. And that's not my scissors I use for my ribbon. This is my ribbon scissors. So we're going to have short tails. I don't want long tails. I know, I would think. Right, April? You would think that Veterans Day would be. But our schools are off the next week for Thanksgiving. I know, but for Veterans Day, I would think they would be closed. Okay. So I was expecting, like, a lot of people being off today. But no. All right. So let's just make a bow for our Santa hat. Sometimes I put a white pom-pom on the end. Sometimes I put a bell on the end of the hat. Today I'm feeling a bow. They get a whole week off for Thanksgiving. Well, that's good. I'm sure it drives parents crazy. Right? So we're going to do a middle bow. So, you know what? We're not going to do a middle bow. Let's take that one out. Okay. Changed my mind, and that's what I'm all about. I never have a plan. I have a concept, but never, like, I change my mind in the middle of my designs. Because you never know what I want to do. You know, it's a feeling that you get. We're going to get our helping hand wire. So can you guys believe that Thanksgiving is here in less than 2 weeks? A week from Thursday is Thanksgiving. Is that not nuts? Totally nuts. All right. Schools are out here all next week for Thanksgiving. Wow, I'm so surprised that schools aren't off around the country. So surprising to me. But it is what it is. All right, so we're going to do another one here. Maybe I'll just do these two. I was going to add some more colors in here. Maybe I'll just do it. Maybe keep it red and white. We'll see. I just cannot believe Thanksgiving is only a week away. Okay, so this one is done. Now I saved these also. I reuse these. I make snowman hats. I make pilgrim hats out of those. In fact, in my private group, we made these out of recycled ribbon, the empty ribbon ribbon rolls, little snowman hats. We made a few of those. Okay. So we're going to cut this. All right. There. Done with this one. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Oh, thanks, Letty. I know, I was busy all last week. I think I only came on YouTube last week one time. I don't honestly remember, but I did upload 2 videos over the weekend. All right, so I want to put a little pop of color in, but not much. So let's do, and we're just going to keep it all 1.5 inch ribbon. Let's do this red. I love this red from Costco this year. They did a great job on this one. Love it. It's all sparkly and beautiful. Nice, thick, heavy-duty ribbon. Love it. Okay, we're just going to add a little pop of green in just this one ribbon. I have a question about tree toppers, bows. Can I ask you? Sure, Cheryl, go ahead. Okay. Okay, let's question. If you want to attach the tails later, how would you attach them? You can either just wire them, okay, to make long tails, and then wire them to your tree, or wire them under your bow. That's how I would do it. I would definitely wire them in. So what I would do is measure out the length of the tails that you want, okay, cut them. I would pinch them together, wire them, put wire around them, and just go in under either wherever you want them. If you're doing them, you know, throughout your whole tree coming down, find a place where your pine is. Use your pine as a twist tie. Or take the wire, go up under your tree topper, and wire it in under your tree topper. I add a lot of times, I'll add tails after the fact, you know. Okay, I don't like these scissors. Why are they out? I want my ribbon scissors. Here we go. So I can cut a better tail. There you go. That's what I want. Okay. So we have the bow made. Now we just have to fluff it out. Oh, you're welcome, girl. You are very, very welcome. Cheryl is part of Katie's Clubhouse, my private group on Facebook. She is a clubby. I was trying to say clubby and Katie's Clubhouse all at one time. And it came out like, look at that job. All right, so let's move these ribbons. So save this so I don't get rid of anything. And my bag, as you can see, is literally throwing up. It's so full. Because I use them for signs. I use them for so many things. All right, so I don't need my spool holder anymore. Let's finish wiring this bow. She's taking her nap, Vicky. But she'll be down here, trust me. It is 1:25 here in New York right now. So she'll probably nap for another half hour or so. Maybe hour, if we're lucky. But I promise you that crazy nut job will be down here. She'll be like, I don't know where my mommy is when she wakes up. And then she'll be like, uh-oh. I hear voices. She's talking to herself downstairs. And then she's going to come and open this door. I don't think there's been one time that I've done a live that she has not been involved. All right. There we go. Let's put this away. There we go. All right. So now we can fluff this. Grab my fluff box. My heavy D, as I like to call it. How do we get into your private clubhouse? I will put a link here for you if you'd like, and you can go check it out. I should have put all my links in early. I still don't know how to do that. I'm still trying to get used to YouTube. So bear with me. I apologize. Okay. There. Okay, so there's the link to my private group. And we go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. We go live 3 days a week. So we have 12 lives a month. Sometimes we have bonus lives. Whoops. Depending on what's going on, like the holidays. All right, so let's get to fluffing this prettiness. Oh, I didn't bring all those other bows out. We created, one of my clubbies yesterday created a new bow, and it is fabulous. She really did a great job on it. She was playing around with her pro bow and came up with a new style bow. So how many of you make wreaths for fun, or it's just a hobby, or do you have a business? Is it your full-time business, or is it your second business? You come home from working all day and come home and make wreaths? So I know a lot of my friends, that's what they do. It's their second job. For me, it is a full-time job. I wish I would have done it 30 years ago, you know, but things were different back then. You know, you're young and dumb, and you think you know it all. So I was not thinking about my future at all. I was thinking of, you know, fun times, where to meet my friends. If I knew what I know now, probably would have had a nice business going. so this is the perfect size bow that I need for this Christmas Santa hat. Okay, and we'll fluff it more when we have it on. Fabulous. Fabulous. And don't be afraid when you make your bows, you can pull on them because we have that helping hand wire. So if it does break, always have that backup wire to help you. I'm trying to start my business and I want to try and do it full time. I'm just 3 months into making wreaths. Oh, that's awesome, Letty. Oh, it's a hobby right now, doing my first craft show in a couple weeks. Good luck, Pam. I know the first one you're always nervous with. You'll do great. And Thanksgiving is a perfect time to start, to break in. This is the perfect time of year. When I did my first craft show, honestly, it was during the summer. And I wish I would have waited until the holidays, like this time of year, because I had a little bad taste in my mouth from it because it was slow, and plus people, they want to haggle you and everything. And when you're new and starting out, what do you know? You don't know, what's right to do and what's wrong to do. The one thing I can say is just smile, interact with all your customers that come into your booth or past your booth. Pass out your business cards. Networking is huge for business, okay? It's a big, big part of business. All right, so then we have a cute, cute bow. Networking is huge. And just don't haggle your prices, okay? If someone's buying 2 of something and you want to give them a discount, that's fine. But if someone says, oh, I can make this a lot cheaper or, something along those lines, do not feed into it. Just know that your product speaks for itself, okay? And do not listen to the haters because there will be haters. All right, so what I do is I always add my bow, first, or whatever it is I'm putting on top. The pom-pom, whatever it is. Yes, good luck to you, Pam. Don't have a business, but go to a few craft shows a year. Had one this weekend, did pretty good, was better than last year. That's awesome. That's all you can ask, right? Is that it keeps improving. All right, so all I do is I just bring in, well, actually, I want the bow this way. So I want it to sit just like that, the bow. Okay, right up in front. Okay, good. So I'm just going to tie it, twist this really tight around. Okay, and there we have the bow on top of the hat. Okay, and I'm going to clip off a little bit of wire. I'm going to get my needle nose pliers and I'm going to stick that part of the wire down and underneath the bow. It can be very disheartening going to these craft shows when you first start. Because there are so many people that they don't think they're being rude, but they are. Saying, oh, I can make that. Oh, you want $130 for that? I can make that. Or I can get that cheaper or whatever they can say. And they do it in earshot of you, and you just have to say, those are not my customers. Okay? And move on. Just keep it moving. All right, so there's the bow. Now we're going to get on with the rest of it. So, that's probably the only thing that's not Dollar Tree in this design. We're going to use Dollar Tree mesh. And we're going to take red. We're going to do red on the body, and then we're going to do white ruffles for the edging of the hat. Okay? And I'm going to sit while we do this. Hopefully one will be enough. Okay. So I just make it, fold it down. I just drop it on the floor. That's what I'm trying to say. I just fold up the front. Okay. Get my zip ties. Where's my zip ties? Oh, right in front of me. Okay. We're going to go right in the back here. Okay. And we're going to zip tie. Take a Dollar Tree zip tie. I want a smaller one though. Okay. And we're just going to zip tie this portion in. Okay. Can you see? We're going to go through the bottom of the mesh, come up on the other side. And if I had a third hand, it'd be so much easier. Okay, and zip tie that in. Okay, so there we have that. And I'm going to get my scissors. Oh, no, not my scissors. And we're just going to clip that zip tie off. Okay, and then we're just going to start wrapping. Okay, can you guys see? Okay, we're just going to start wrapping. And in the beginning, once you get under the bow, that's the most difficult part. I think it twisted on the bottom, but that's okay. We're going to adapt and excel because that's my motto. And just remember, try and keep the hanging part out. So I try to hold on to it, not to let go of it. Turn this around. Okay. There we go. All right, so this way it'd be better for you guys to see if I stand. All right, and here's the tie. And we're just going to wrap around. Keeping that tie out. Look at getting caught up in my bracelet and everything. All right, so I have the tie out. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? I'm wrapping. Sure glad you're doing this, as I am going to do some this week for the first... Oh, awesome, Pam. I'm so excited for you. You're going to love this. Great, Letty. They're inexpensive. Go to the Dollar Tree, get yourself some mesh. And listen, if you guys are starting out your hobby or your business and you don't have the funds, not everyone can buy all the things they need right away. It's expensive. This, I've accumulated what's in this room and what's in my storage over almost 7 years. Okay? You're not going to do it your first week into doing this. So, just one thing at a time. Go to the Dollar Tree. Buy $1 for this. Buy a couple of rolls of white and red. Invest $5. Okay, so now you're up to $6. You know, you can even use the Dollar Tree ribbon. I did not have any handy. I did have a whole case of it last year, but I used it and ran out. And I couldn't find any this morning to do this live with. So I had to use Costco. It was the next best thing for me to use. So, okay, there we go. I just had to fix my hand placement. And otherwise I would have used Dollar Tree ribbon in this design. I used to take the tinsel off too. Now I just go over the tinsel. They come out fine. They're not too thick, Maureen? Because I did it once with the tinsel, and I just found it to be a little bulky. You know? But it's all your preference. You know? Have you ever taken those Dollar Tree witch shoes and made elf shoes? I just had that thought, probably somewhere on Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube. I have seen that before, yes. I have seen someone make elf shoes with them, and they are adorable. And in fact, I think Dollar Tree sells the green and red. Do I have any? I might have some. Mesh. That looks adorable on it. Alright. So this is all we keep doing. We just keep wrapping. And I want to go back because you got to make sure you cover those nubbies. Hey Pam, how are you? Okay. They're cutting a tree down next door, and I can't believe they're cutting it down. It's such a gorgeous cherry tree. And it was when I was a kid, the grandmother in that house used to sit under it and drink her iced tea and watch all the neighborhood kids. So it's kind of making me sad that they're cutting it down. Alright, so this one, I'm going to have to start another one. So I'm going to bring this up here and just finish it in the back here. And I'm going to take a zip tie. Where are my zip ties? Oh, here again. Okay. I'm just going to come right under here. I'm just going to zip tie this portion in. Okay. And I'm going to cut this as close to the zip tie as possible. There. Okay, so that's garbage. Let's cut this off. And now we're going to start another one. And we'll probably only need a little bit of this one. Oh, that's awesome, Maureen. So you made it with the tinsel? That sounds like fun. All right, so I'm going to cut this because it's a little wonky here when I unrolled it. So I'm just going to get a fresh little piece going right across. I would love to see a picture, Maureen. All right, so let's throw this on the floor. I'm going to fold it like I just started before. Scrunch. And we're going to start again with another zip tie. Just like before. Went over the tinsel with the mesh. I would love to see a picture of it. Because like I said, I did try one time, and to me it was just a little bulky. So I'd rather take the tinsel off. But I would love to see a picture of yours. You can post it on my page, my Krazy Mazie Creation page on Facebook if you'd like. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to come back. Hold on, what happened here? There, so let's come this way. So I have a little bit of bulk here because my mesh twisted a little bit. So I'm just going to try and straighten it out just a tad bit. There. That's better. You can see where that mesh frayed a little, and it's going right down the middle of this mesh, and it's going to drive me, I'm OCD, so it will drive me crazy. So, I'm going to try and, let's go the other way. That's better. So, see, I went the opposite direction, and now it looks a lot smoother to the eye. It's not always the easiest to work with this mesh, because it is Dollar Tree mesh, and it does stick to each other, you know. Hey, Veronica. How are you? If you guys wouldn't mind sharing the love for me, just sharing this live, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm new to YouTube, but I'm not new to making wreaths. So, my girl, Lori Jacobs from Hardworking Mom, she's the one who suggested I go on YouTube a couple weeks ago. She's like, girl, everyone would love you on there. And I was like, oh my God, but I don't know, because I've been on Facebook this whole time, you know? So I was like, I don't know. But I was like, you know what? The heck with it. I'm going to do it. So 2 weeks ago, I think it's been 2 weeks now, I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the leap. I'm going to do some lives on, this is driving me crazy. My OCD is flipping out right now because this mesh is like catching on each other and it's not laying. There we go. I want it to lay nice and evenly on there. Okay. Even though this is Dollar Tree, I still take pride in my work. I want it to come out perfect, you know. I don't want it to look... I'm a big component of taking something inexpensive like Dollar Tree material and making it look like you just walked out of Neiman Marcus catalog. That's what I'm all about. I love to get a good bargain, a good deal on things, but I want it to look like it just was in the front window, you know, of Bloomies or something, or Frontgate magazine, or one of those high-end. I'm all about that. So even though we're using inexpensive materials, we don't want it to look inexpensive. And I take pride in the way it looks from the back of the item all the way to the front. So we're going to go around one more time, just for good measure. You know, just like that pinch, you'll grow an inch on your birthday kind of thing, right there. All right, so here we go. So we're going to come in here with another zip tie. And I'm going to, sorry for talking with a zip tie in my mouth. We're going to go right under here with the zip tie and just zip tie it in. Thank you, Letty. I appreciate that, girl. Grandma Jackie had her surgery this morning. Hubby says, oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That's awesome. Can you guys hear the tree cutting machine behind us? Well, right outside of me. Okay. I'm so glad she's doing well. Okay, we're just going to slide that up and under. Okay. And we're going to cut this as close to the zip tie as possible. go. And then we're going to take our wire cutters and cut that right on off. Okay, and then we're just going to tuck that under because we don't want that being seen. So push it as far up as you can and pull that down. There we go. All right, so far, so good. Okay, and we got our little hanger we kept out. All right, so now we're going to do ruffles alongside here. Okay, so let's cut some ruffles. I'm going to move this. So let's move this behind me. And we're going to cut some white ruffles. Actually, you know what? Keep that out. So we're going to cut and put in maybe as we go. So I don't know how long I want to cut them yet. 'Cause sometimes I like them a little longer. Sometimes I like them a little shorter. Depending on how I'm feeling in that moment. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. Heard about you from Hardworking Mom. She's great. I've watched a couple times now. You're doing a great job. Oh, thank you, Vicki. I appreciate that. I'm not fearful of doing lives because I'm so used to doing them, like I said, on Facebook. It's just, it's like a different audience, you know? And I don't know what's, you know, what you're allowed to say, what you're not allowed to say, kind of thing. So let me get my rotary cutter. Is this my good one? Okay, so let's see. Whenever I use my mesh, I always start with a fresh cut. Okay? So let's start there. Okay. So we're going to cut these approximately, let's see. Let's cut these about 15. And let's see how that works out. Okay. Now I was thinking of doing, you know what I'm thinking? Changing it up. Because it's, why not? But I might want to make these longer. Doing a curl and poof. Doing a curl and ruffles. So maybe doing a cruffle. So wait, hold on. Let me make this longer. Maybe we'll make this 20 inches. Just to, you know, shake things up a little bit. I'm not on Facebook, but I do watch YouTube. Glad you're on now. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome, Maureen. I'm glad I am too. So we're going to do a cruffle. I've never done a Santa hat with the cruffle look. Okay. So this is actually something new for me too. All right, so let's bring this back over here. I do need this scissors. Let me get my Bodabra. So let's hold this in the Bodabra for a moment, because I use that as like my third hand. So let me cut a couple of these tinsel ties, these pipe cleaners, because we're going to need them. And I cut them in half, so, because you don't need the whole thing, so why waste them? Isaac Mizrahi is now on QVC. I do like him as a designer. Alright, let's get a couple of these. Does Grandma Jackie go on YouTube a lot? I met Grandma Jackie at, where was I when I met her? Was she at the convention? I think she was at Crafters Convention. And I met her for the first time there. Okay, so we'll use those for now. I'm sure we're going to have to cut more. Now, I like my bottom of my Santa hats really nice and full. Okay, so let's start over here. Right here in the corner. Now, my biggest problem is my big fat fingers getting in these areas. Okay, so what I do is I always start here and here. Then I'll move out to the back row, and then I'll look from the underneath side to see how full it is or how much fuller I want it to be. It's just how I do it. Doesn't mean that's how everyone has to do it. You come up with your own way, you know, when you start making them. I'm just here to inspire. Okay. I give it a couple of twists. Where's my... Okay. And then I just clip. You know what? Let me not use this. Let's use this. Just poke down. Okay. So, let me cut a couple of these. Oopsie daisy. So we're going to make these 20 inches. Okay. And I'm just going to, I'll cut this whole roll up. I'm sure I'm going to need more than one roll. Should have taken my mesh roller out for this. I was not thinking. I love Hardworking Mom. She is my soul sister. I met her at Wreath Makers Live, along with 4 other women. So there's 6 of us all together, and we formed the Soul Sisters. And we have a group on Facebook, a Facebook page. All right, so let's start making some of these. And they are the best thing that came out of my experience at Wreath Makers Live. I had such a good time that weekend. And ever since then, we have spoken on the phone every day with one another. There's not a day that goes by that we don't either text, Zoom, call each other, something. There's something that goes on with us. She's napping, Christine. She'll be down. I promise you, she'll be down. She's just napping. This is her nap time. She naps usually right after lunch and her, you know, early afternoon walk. So I take them on a nice brisk walk. And then she goes in for her nap. But she'll be down here because when she wakes up and she doesn't see me upstairs and she hears, she's like, I know where she is. And she'll find me. She'll know that I'm talking down here and she'll open this door. So I put these in all different directions because I like the fullness of how it looks. So I don't make them all go in one direction. Because I think it just makes it nice and fuller in different directions, you know, like that. And I never put my twist ties in beforehand because I like to do it as I go. for placement. Can you hear Clancy? The tree guys just left. I just heard them pull down the road. So how many of you are done with all your Christmas shopping? All your gifts are bought? All you have to do is decorate for the holidays. Need one right in there. Hey, Anne. Another clubby is visiting. Another member of my private group is visiting me here on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. Sorry. So used to being on Facebook. Okay, you see how that filled in that hole right there? It's nice. So I like the cruffle look because it gives you a little bit of that curl and it gives you a little bit of that ruffle. And I like that. Not even started yet. Busy making reads. I haven't really started either. I did get a few things for my doodles. That's my hubby. But I have not gotten him a big gift. Got him, you know, little tchotchke things. But yeah, no, I haven't done much of anything. Got my mom a few things. But I have to, like, Black Friday, my mom and I, we go to Lancaster every year to do outlet shopping. So that's where I'll probably get most, if not all of my shopping done. Oh, okay, great, Veronica. Made 5 wreaths for a daughter-in-law's family. Oh, that's awesome, Christine. Now, did you give them away? Did you sell them? Is this a business of yours? Are these gifted? And if they are gifted, you should always have a business card attached. Because even though you're giving them to family, they're going to hang them on their front door and they're going to have relatives and family coming over and they're going to say, "Where did you get that? That's gorgeous." Always have your business cards. All right. On everything you do. Hey, Julie, how are you? Thank you, hon. I appreciate that. I was just talking about Wreath Makers Live and how me and my soul sisters, we met there. And what the most important thing that I got out of it was the networking. I mean, all the education and everything else was fabulous. But to me, personally, it's all the people that you meet. It's so worth the money, you know. And the education and the design skills that you learn, for me, is bonus. So meeting my soul sisters at Wreath Makers Live was honestly it turned my my business life around, my personal life around. I have made a new family. I've made a family in this wreathing community, and I don't know how to thank you and Damon enough, you know, because without you guys having that convention, I would never have met my soul sisters. Just for fun, Christine. Yeah. Absolutely, Julie. Absolutely. I'll tell you this. When I went to Wreath Makers Live, you actually emailed me. I don't know if you remember this or not. Last year, about 4 weeks before, something like that, because I was on the waiting list and it was all sold out. But I guess someone couldn't make it for whatever reason. And you emailed me telling me there was a ticket available. And I happened to be at one of my crafters shows. And I turned to my husband. I said, honey, a ticket just came available. I have to take it now. And he's like, go ahead, you know. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I'm going by myself. I know no one. I mean, Damon's been my coach for, you know, a year. And Nick has been my coach. But I know no one. No one. I said, you know what? I've never backed down from a challenge. I've never been afraid of anything. But this, I was a little intimidated about. But I did it. I booked the flight. I bought the ticket. I did it. I was on my way. But I'll tell you, it's the best thing I ever did. The best thing I ever did. I met Julie. I met Damon. And I can honestly say Damon is a friend. Parker is a friend. I met Lisa Kellum. I met Kali. I met Terry Marshall. I've met so many wonderful people in this industry that honestly, you can't put a price on that. You honestly can't put a price on that. And then on top of it, everything else that goes along with it, you know, the people just like you hear their stories and you're like, oh my God, that's me. That's me. You know, I'm in that same boat. And you don't feel so alone anymore. You know, it's just absolutely awesome. And then the education you get all these speakers when it comes to social media, business, design. You know, you get more tips and tricks than you can imagine. The vendors that are there. Listen, I'm a huge, and so are my soul sisters. We are huge, huge, huge fans of Wreath Makers Live. And if you get the opportunity to go, I say run, don't walk. Grab your ticket. Absolutely. It is worth the investment in yourself and in your business. I just love it. I could sing the praises all day long. Yep. Okay, so back to the Christmas, the Santa hat. So I was saying how I go every Thanksgiving. I take my mom to Lancaster, to the outlets in Pennsylvania, and we do our majority of our Christmas shopping. I love it. It's fabulous. I get to knock out a lot of presents, which is awesome. And then I come back home and I feel like, okay, good. I have a good jump on Christmas. Until I realize I forgot someone or I have to add someone, you know. It's always that, you know. Thanks, Julie. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Love you. I do. I mean it. She's fabulous. You guys, if you haven't checked out Julie Samako from Southern Charm Wreaths, she's truly like an icon in the business. Really. I think I might make my niece one of these Santa hats for her door and take to her next week. Thanks for sharing your time. Oh, Vicky, thank you for watching. I appreciate that, girl. I do appreciate you just jumping in here and watching, and I appreciate all you guys sharing this page for me. Because like I said, I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. If it wasn't for Lori Jacobs, hardworking mom, my soul sister, encouraging me, I probably would still, you know, be working Facebook. But I'm liking the whole YouTube. Honestly, I am. I'm liking this whole YouTube thing. It's kind of fast and fascinating. When we first started dating, And he doesn't wear a bracelet, doesn't wear a watch. So he's so difficult. He's really not into, oh, we froze? Ooh, what happened? Are we still frozen? We're back. Okay, good. Okay, awesome. So, yeah, so he doesn't wear watches or anything. Mine's still spinning here on my end. So, hopefully it will be all okay. Went out, come back in. Alright, so maybe I should do that too. Hold on, give me one moment. Alright, there we go. Back. There's no stopping us. Okay, so, yeah, so, you know, I don't know. He's just difficult to buy for. He's just difficult. Doesn't like a lot of things. So I'm always like Googling ideas for him, and I'm trying to figure out something new. Oh, I put it in. Something different out of the box. I've given him plane lessons before. I've given him race car driving lessons. What else? I bought him a riding lawnmower one year, a snow blower. You need that in New York. So I'm running out of ideas. Being with him all these years, I'm running out of ideas. What to get him? I'm easy. I just pull out a picture. I rip pages out of catalogs, and he just brings those catalogs into the store. And he's like, "Do you have this in this color and this size?" I'm simple. I make his life real simple. So you guys back? Are we here? We're not frozen anymore? Are we good? Mesh, it catches. We're good, Fern. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that for letting me know. Oh, thank God I have a fan down here. I really should have taken out my mesh roller. It'd be a lot easier to cut this. But, you know, it's just one of those days where I just have to do it my way. My way. Okay, that's garbage. So yeah, so my hardest customer is my husband to buy for Christmas. Do you guys have that with your husbands? Or boyfriends or significant others? My way, my way. Oh, it's my girl, right? My girl, talking about my girl, my girl. With your dad. My dad's easy. He loves sports, so anything Yankees, New York Giants, my dad's good. He's so easy, my dad. Wish my husband liked sports at least. I mean, he'll watch the Yankees with me, but he's not, you know, it's not his jam. It's not his thing, you know. Do you like the single or bigger mesh holder? I have Susie's mesh roller. I have the original, the single, and I have the ultimate collapsible. And I have the, oh my God, what's the name of it? Wrapping Buddy. Yep. I sure do. I love them all. I have 3 out of, I think she has 5 in her inventory, 5 different designs. And I have 3 out of the 5 designs. Love them. Do you guys know Susie's, when I'm talking about the mesh rollers? I'd like to ask a question. What is the very first thing one needs to do to start going live? Your phone. That's it. You need your phone and Wi-Fi. That's all you need. That's how I started going live for the first time. I used to go live on my phone. That's all you need. I've had multiple interruptions. You're doing 20-inch cruffles, only 1 per tie. Yes, 20-inch cruffles, only 1 per tie. That's all you really need. He probably has everything. Go out and have fun. Go to play and good dinner. Yeah, I know, Maureen. You all watching the game tonight? The football game? Monday Night Football? Is that what you're talking about, Letty? Got my son a Yankees lighthouse. You got your son a Yankee lighthouse. Where'd you get that? And it lights up. See, that's something different. My dad would like that. Is it like a nightlight kind of thing? Does one need to first start up a channel? Oh, here on YouTube? Yes, you need a channel. Go to YouTube. Just start your channel, which is very basic and easy. And then just go in and hit live. You know? See, I learned all my stuff about social media and stuff like that from Lori Jacobs, Hardworking Mom. She is fabulous. She has a group for business and a private group for business and a private group for design. And I joined both of them because, to me, she really knows what's going on. She's on top of the current trends, and she's so easy to learn from. She's a visual teacher, meaning I'm a visual learner. So I like to see things how they're done, not just to be lectured how they're done. So that's why I work. She works well with me. Her way of teaching, for some reason, just, it syncs with me. So I've learned a lot from her. Yes, ma'am. Football game. At a craft show back home last spring. Who's playing tonight, Monday Night Football, Letty? My Giants and my Jets are pitiful. They're atrocious. So... Oh, it's not a nightlight? Oh, I'd love to see a picture of that, Christine. Okay, we're opening our 3rd roll of Dollar Tree mesh. So we have $3 of the white mesh so far going into this. We don't have much more to do. We can add some berries to this. We can add some holly to this. Since I'm doing, such long cuts, I'm doing about 20 inches, they vary, 21 inches, because I don't really ever, I'm not into, measurements and cutting exact. To me, there's no recipe in design. It's whatever, your mind allows you to think of. So, to me, I don't have to double it because I have such a long piece of mesh in here. Oh, thanks, Christine. I would love to find out. Oh, I have one in there already. More about that Yankee light. Oh, Big Blue. They're going to get crushed. Oh, they're playing the 49ers, though. Yes, I will be watching the game tonight. Definitely. I'll probably be live on my Facebook business page during that game. Because I'm going to be doing either a kit that I got from Lori Jacobs, Hardworking Mom, or I'll be doing a gingerbread design that I have to do. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. I could look her up. I could Google her if you have her name. Just send that along to me. So if I wasn't doing a live right now, this probably would be done already. These usually take me 20 minutes or a half hour to make. Because they're nice and simple. Buffalo. Yeah, that's further up. That's a good 3-4 hours, Buffalo. I'm closer to Manhattan. I'm 30 miles from Manhattan. Yeah, I don't really go that far up unless I'm going to Canada. And I haven't been to Canada in a few years. The last time I went to Canada, my best friend's son was playing hockey. He plays on a traveling team from Atlanta, and they were playing in Canada, so I flew up and met them. Okay, we're almost at that point where we're almost complete. Where are all my twist ties? There they are. Okay. Unianta? Did you really? That's awesome. And look who it is. You guys were asking for her. And she's going nuts. Come here, Mimi. They were all asking for the May-May. Did you wake up from your nap? You did. You woke up from your nap. Oh my goodness. Did you have sweet dreams? You did, baby. Do you want to hang out with Mama? Okay, let me get your bed. But you have to be a good girl, okay? Yeah, okay. You have to be a good girl. No whining, okay? I'm going to be over here. Okay, you can be a good girl for Mama? I love you. I knew you'd come down. They were all asking for you. They're like, where is that cute little May-May? I told you she'd come down after she woke up. She's on, you know, she has her routine down. She does. She has her routine down. Which I'm happy for, you know. Oh, thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. Thank you, Fern. Everyone's saying hi to you, May-May. The Mazie girl, you're a superstar. They all know you. They don't know your mama. They all know you. Okay, you gotta lay down. I don't want you to fall. I love you too. Can you lay down for me? Lay down like a good girl. Good girl. I love my fur babies. It's a shame you guys can't meet Clancy. He's too big. There's really like no room in here. But he is a mush. His bark would scare the hell out of you. Like if you came up to the door, you'd be like, holy crap. But we'd open the door and he'd be like, come on in. You're all in the back. You know, he's the one. This one would bite your ankles off. She'd be the one that attacks. But Clancy, he is a 90-pound mush ball. Yep. She's being a good girl. I don't want to jinx it. I always say she's being a good girl, and the next thing I know, she's whining like a Fonzanoon, you know? Another great Italian word that I made up. Because I feel like I'm Italian, because my husband is. So I feel like I could speak the language, even though I don't have no idea. You hear that bark? That's the bark that says, get the hell off my property before I invite you in. Who's out there? Is that... Well, we're not getting mail today, that's for sure. Right? Because it's Veterans Day. Which, I don't know. Are the post offices closed? I didn't even know schools were open today. Don't even think about it, Mimi. So I never stop him from barking, because I know he's barking at something. Like, you can tell the difference between your bubby's barks. And I know that's a bark of saying, someone's on the property. Oh, it's me, Madre. She's home. Surprised. This early. So we're going to cut a few more of these. Let me just close this door, though, because she's going to turn her TV on. Stay there, Mimi. And we don't want to hear that. Okay. So, see, I knew he was barking for a reason, so I never tell him to be quiet. As long as it's a bark protecting us. So. Okay. I'm going to put a few more in on the bottom here. So I like these nice and full. So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing this video, I would greatly appreciate it. Tonight for dinner, I was just thinking, what are we going to have for dinner tonight? There's going to be stuffed salmon and stuffed sole with broccoli. Broccoli is my go-to vegetable. That or Brussels sprouts. I love me some Brussels sprouts. Okay, so now all we have left to do is this corner right here. Okay? So we have to open another one. This is the fourth one we're opening. Over just a tad this way. We'll cut a couple of these. Okay. So, what's your favorite, you guys, I'm so New York. What's your favorite decoration? Is it decorating snowmen, Santas, nutcrackers, gingerbreads? What is your go-to decoration in your home? When you're out shopping in the store and you're like, oh, look at that. And it's a reindeer, or do you like gingerbread? Mine are gnomes. I love the whole gnome look. So anything gnomes is what I love. Whoopsie daisy. What breed is he? Mine is a Bichon Poodle mix. I love her to bits. She's so laid back, but either in my lap and beside. She's a Yorkie. Maisie's a Yorkie. And Clancy is a mutt. He's a mix of terrier. They think Airedale and like a Westie. But they don't know for sure. I mean, I could test them, but, you know, why would I do that? Why draw blood for something like that? He is who he is, and I love him for that. So, alright. So we're going to put a few in the back here. And usually, I'll go from the underneath side. It's just easier for me. If you don't mind, what is the fair market value for this hat? I would, this hat normally, if I just had like yarn as the top without the bow, I would be selling it for like $25. But with the bow on it, I'd probably ask $35 for it. Snowmen. Snowmen or reindeer. I love snowmen. Dollar Tree also sells, and I have a case of them, of those bells that I've done with this lots of times. So instead of using a bow at the top, you can put a bell, which is cute and adorable. Me too. I love everything Christmas. But my faves are gnomes. I love gnomes. There's something about that big fat nose of theirs that I just love. Oh, you're welcome, Pam. Absolutely. So I have $4 of the white mesh in this. I have $1.50 of the red mesh, so we're up to $5.50. And the bow, I'd probably say, since all those rolls were $6 or $7, let's say $6.99, and they're 50 yards, and I didn't use anywhere near that, I'm going to say I have maybe $2 in the bow. So I have about $7, $8 invested in this. Oh, and the frame was $1. So yeah, about $7, $8 invested in this. So to get $35 for this, that's a great value, right? That's a good turnover. I know snowmen, but my daughter-in-law won't let me put my stuff out. What? You live with your daughter-in-law? Why won't she let you put your stuff out? Do you share a home? Long story. Live with my son. Okay, no, I wasn't trying to pry or get in your business. Well, I would tell your son, you lived with me your whole life. Now I'm living with you. And I never stopped you from doing what you wanted in your bedroom or in the house. I know, it's hard. In-laws are hard. I know. I know, I have them. I get it. Knowing me and my personality, I'd probably put him out anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to add a few more, just around the base. You have your own room, fixed it all up like you love. Yeah. But I live in the house I grew up in. And my mom lives here. And my dad, he has Alzheimer's. So he was in a facility for a while. So my husband and I moved in to help my mother and father. And then he went into a facility. And then we moved him out of the facility. And he now lives with my brother. So my husband and I take care of my mom. But it's easy for me because this is the house I grew up in. So it's like, you know, coming home. Oh, I put them everywhere. I decorate everywhere. In your bathroom, in your bedroom, any space that you call your own, decorate the hell out of it. Why shouldn't the holidays be festive for you too, with your own things, your own belongings? But don't say I said that, because this is just me. I don't want to get you in trouble because you're listening to me. Yeah, decorate your craft sewing room. I would decorate everything and anything that I could. Alright, so I see a little bowl space right here in the middle. I want to put a piece in. Nah, I live my life in trouble. My mouth too, Christine. That's what gets me in trouble. But listen, I am who I am. You either love me for who I am, or you don't. Listen, life's too short. I can't be worrying about everyone else's feelings, you know? I try to be nice and kind to people, you know? But if it's not reciprocated, then, you know, it is what it is. Alright. So I'm going to add another piece, because I don't want to see any of that black frame. So I'm going to add another piece right in the back here. Right in here. I don't want to see any empty spaces or black frame. Thank you, Christine. Oh. Well, that's not good. Spoiled people feel entitled. I don't like that. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I'll keep you in my prayers, Christine, that things work out for you. Okay, that's so much better. Okay, so I just want to put another piece right here in the middle. And I see it. I like the white part really, really full. If you notice, I don't know if any of you follow me, but I love a nice full wreath. I don't like a wreath that you can see the mechanics in. So majority of all my wreaths, as you can see here on my wall, and all the ones I have in my garage that are prepped for this weekend, are all nice and full and fluffy. Okay. So let's see how we like that. I'm going to put one more on this side here. I think that's going to be the end of it. That will be they go on rolling racks. They're stored in my garage. They hang in plastic bags, and they hang on rolling racks. Then we just wheel the rolling racks out onto the truck, and we travel that way. They get strapped down, the rolling racks, and then wheeled into the show. So it's a lot easier. Back in the day, we used to carry them, which was a real pain in the booty, I have to say. So just go to Bed Bath Beyond and get rolling racks. Use your 20% off coupon. Wait till Black Friday, you can get them. Christine, you have trouble fluffing the ribbon? No. Fluff. This is a secret. 2 fingers. You just go in and fluff. Go in and fluff. Use 2 fingers. Okay? Always start from the top and work your way down, because the bottoms of your hands, the backs of your hands are pushing down on the other loops. So if you start from the bottom up, you're going to crush those other loops that are on the bottom. So start from the top and work your way down. Okay? And just use your 2 fingers. Okay? And these you could actually curl up if you want, if you didn't want them hanging. You can curl these up. You don't want them hanging down low. I like them hanging though. Oh, you're welcome, Pam. My customer says they can't fit the wreath between their door and their screen. And why do they have a screen door in the winter? Don't they have a storm door? And they should be able to if it's an average size. And if they can't, why not hang it on the outside of the storm door? Why are they trying to put it in between the two? Just get the door hanger that goes over the top of the door and put it on the outside of the outside of your storm door. But I've never had a customer tell me, because I make full wreaths, guys. Unless it's a custom order and they tell me specifically what they want. Other than that, if I'm left on my own, I make a nice, full, juicy wreath. All right. Just cutting away a few frays that we had from the mesh. Alright, so how's it look, guys? Now what I might do here, just to keep the ribbon tacked down, you could put a little piece of glue right here if you wanted, just to keep the ribbon just like tacked and laying forward. I could play with a bow all day long. What do you guys think? And we kept the hanger out. So we could put a little holly if you want, decorate it up a little bit. Could put a little pine. Let me see what I have. Here we go. Put a little bit of funness in there. Let's turn that on. And a little holly sprig. So you could put a little holly pick down in there. Make it a little festive. Or you can put some sparkles. I think we're going to do sparkles. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, guys. Alright, so these I got from, where did I get these from? I think Walmart, I want to say I got these little picks from. Bend that right up. Now you could pick this. I'm not going to. I don't think there's a need for it. You can also use some floral wire. Tape it. But again, I don't think you need to. That's what I tell them. My daughter-in-law hangs them on the outside of her door. Absolutely. Just hanging on the outside. I think the cruffle gives it a nice fullness to it. The ruffle's nice, but the thing that I find with the ruffle is the frayed edges. It will fray more with just the ruffle. The curl, you're protecting the mesh a little more by curling it in. So I do like that. So I didn't have my glue pot on, my bad. But I'm going to just give it a couple minutes just to let it heat up. If you guys have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. In the interim, let's see if I can share this. See what happens. If it's working or not this time. It's working! Alright, let's see. Yay, I was able to post that. Alright. One more. Alright. There we go. Okay. Thanks, Bunny. I love your name. So funny because I just said to my private group the other day we're going to be making bunnies. Because pretty soon, Christmas for me and designers are going to be over. We're going to be moving on to spring. I know, it's hard to believe. But, yeah, and I was saying how we are going to start designing some bunnies. We did for Halloween, we did a Halloween cat. For Christmas, we did a snowman. And they're all Dollar Tree, the willow frames. And for Easter and spring, we're going to do a bunny. Oh, you were? Oh, that's awesome. I didn't realize I could like my own page. Yay. Alright, so I think I can get the edges of this. Let's see if the edges are nice and hot. Yeah, the edges are, I can get them. There we go. Okay. And when you put anything in a wreath, a door hanger, you want to try and hit as many points as possible of contact, points of contact, so the glue can adhere to as much material. So whether you're working with a pine frame, deco mesh, grapevine, it doesn't matter. Just wiggle it a little bit and and don't be skimpy on your glue. You want to use a lot of glue. So it's just a little glitz, a little funsies going on there, right? Isn't that great? So this is a nice, inexpensive way to put a little pop, right? And I think the bow is a great addition to it. Isn't that cute? Hey, Ricky, how are you? So this was a fun idea. Now, like I said before, you could add some holly, okay? But I think with all the glitter and the shiny and sparkle, I think this was appropriate. This little, and it brought the green into it from our green in our ribbon. So that was nice and festive. Peachy Keen. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're doing Peachy Keen. That's awesome. It does, exactly, because we have it in, look at our ribbon. We have it just in our back ribbon right here. We have a little touches of green. So I wanted to bring a little bit of that green in there. So this is the Dollar Tree Santa hat, guys. And it's all made from the Dollar Tree witch hat. So isn't that fabulous? Look at the difference. I'd rather this on my door than this tinsel thing, to be honest with you. Fabulous. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. And I love the way this came out. Hey, Margie, how are you? Oh, I'm so sorry that you missed it. I'm going to be on again. Don't worry. I'm on a lot during the day because that's before the hustle and bustle of everyone coming home from work and living their lives comes in. And then I have my private group at night on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'll be coming on YouTube a lot during the day. So I just wanted to come on quickly and show you, go online, Ricky, and order them. I ordered mine during, right before Halloween, and I always order a case before the next year. So I'll have them. So I have a case not even open for next year. I do that with the hats and the candy canes. Both. Okay, guys? So I just wanted to come on real fast and show you a quick little Santa hat. And I think it came out fabulous. And I want to show you how to do the bow. Okay, so this is a cute little bow made on the B row of the Pro Bow the hand, which I love. So, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate it. I feel bad. But I'll be on again. Maybe tomorrow I'll come on around the same time, okay? Thank you, Margie. I appreciate that. And if you could do me a favor, please spread the love for me, okay? Because on my Facebook page, I'm going to have a huge giveaway at 7,500 likes. We're giving away one of Susie's mesh rollers. Once I hit 7,500 likes, one lucky viewer that shares and spreads the love for me is going to win one of Susie's mesh rollers. All right? So check me out over there on Facebook. I have my public page, Krazy Mazie Kreations. I have my private group. Check me out here on YouTube. Check me out on Pinterest. I'm all over the place. I'm just everywhere. Thanks, Letty. I appreciate you watching. And look at her. She's sound asleep, guys. Sound asleep. Yay! All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for kicking it with Katie. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye.